Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to control this LED tube light on off action with the help of Google Teachable Machine program. Okay, we are going to create here our own custom model which basically control this LED tube light on off action. Basically we are going to create here motion enable custom model with the help of Google Teachable Machine. Okay, so before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as you can see, this is what our LED tube light which I have connected with one channel relay. Okay, as you can see, this is what our one channel relay, and the relay which I have connected with Raspberry Pi 4. This is what our Raspberry Pi 4 and one channel relay and LED tube light. Okay, so as I mentioned, concept is what, when there is motion our LED tube light will on, if there is no motion of course the LED will off. Okay, so now simply we are going to create our own custom model with the help of Google Teachable Machine. Okay, so let's get started. So friends, we are now on our desktop machine Raspberry OS Bullseye 64-bit version, and before we create our own custom model, how to connect one channel relay with Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so one channel relay, it has VCC pin, ground pin and input pin. So VCC connect with the physical pin number 1 of our Raspberry Pi 4, physical pin number 1 which is 3V pin. Okay, 3V power, physical pin number 1. Then the ground connect with the physical pin number 6, ground, or you can connect with pin number 14 because pin number 14 is also ground. And the input pin which is relay data pin which I have connect with Raspberry Pi 4 physical pin number 16, GPIO 23. So input connect with the GPIO 23 physical pin number 16, then ground connect with the ground physical pin number 6, and VCC connect with the physical pin number 1 which is 3V power. This is how you need to connect one channel relay with the Raspberry Pi 4, 3V, ground and GPIO 23. Simple. Now we are ready and we are going to create our own custom model. If you don't know how to do all these basic things with Teachable Machine, I have already created the video. I will mention video link, watch video, and then you will get the idea how to use Teachable Machine program. Simple. Now simply we are going to click on image project, standard image model, and I have connected USB web camera with Raspberry Pi 4. So let's just create first class. So first class is basically no motion, there is no motion. Okay, then we can say there is no motion, our LED tube light off. Okay, so our first class name is no motion. Okay, and then I'm going to start web camera, and as you can see there is no motion means there is no person. Okay, there is no person, so we can say no motion. So let's just capture images. So hold to record, and create 30 images. I have created 30 images for no motion class. Then our second class is motion. Okay, so motion, or you can say first class is basically person, there is no person, or here you can say person detected. So I have created a simple no motion and a motion. So motion means there is a person. So now we are going to simply capture image with there is person. Okay, so friends, I am going to click on webcam, and as you can see now there is a person. So hold to record. Let's create 30 images with person. Okay, so 31 images for motion class, and there is no person for no motion. So this is the concept. If there is person, LED on, if there is no person, LED off. Simple. So now simply we are going to click on train model, and now it start training. Okay, and as you can see our model is, this is basically preview. Okay, so if I click here, as you can see right now there is a person, motion. If I am out of the frame, and as you can see no motion detected, 100%. So our model is perfectly working. So we are going to simply click on export model, and now we are going to download our model. Okay, so now let's just click on TensorFlow. Okay, and click on download my model. it's now converting our model. Okay, so friends, our model is downloaded. As you can see, if I click here, show in folder, and inside download, as you can see, we have our model with zip file. Okay, simple. So now we are going to close our image model Google Teachable Machine web page. Okay, and now we are ready, and we are going to simply create our Python scripts. So friends, what is next? We need here CVZone module. So simply open terminal, and as I mentioned, I have already installed opencv latest version. Now we are going to install CVZone. So sudo pip3 install CVZone and just hit enter. It will install CVZone on our Bullseye. Okay, so I have already installed CVZone on our Raspberry OS Bullseye. As you can see, the requirement is already satisfied. That's it. So we have done. Now what we are going to do, we are going to use our last session code where I have already explained how to use CVZone for classification module. Okay, so this is what our last session code. Okay, so simply what we are going to do, we have now our own custom new model for motion detection. So inside the downloads, as you can see, this is what our zip file. So right click, extract here. It will extract our model and labels.txt. So right click, cut, and the file, the Python file which I have saved inside Freedom Tech folder. So I need to save the model in same folder. So in Freedom Tech folder, I'm going to save our model, then labels.txt, just cut home and Freedom Tech folder and just save it, paste. That's it. So this is what our last session code, test.py. As you can see, now I have saved the model in same folder. As you can see, /home/py freedom tech test.py. This is what our script. So our script is basically inside Freedom Tech folder. So model and labels.txt file in same folder of Freedom Tech folder. Okay, so now we are ready, and I am going to simply start our code. Okay, now it will detect when there is person, it say motion. When there is no person, no motion. Okay, and as you can see friends, a camera is started and it says motion, and if I out from the frame, as you can see, no motion. Again in frame, there is a motion. Okay, so it means our model is perfectly working. So now what we want to do, we want to control our LED light. Simply for that, what we are going to do, first we need to mention the class, means we need to detect the class. Okay, so what we are going to do, if we print this PD, okay, this PD, if we print this PD is basically our prediction. So if we print PD, so print PD, and if I save the code, if I run code, and as you can see, there is a motion, and if we see here, then this is the printed line. Okay, this is the PD printed line, and at the end we can see the class number is 1. So right now the motion, as you can see, 1, and if there is no motion, and as you can see now there is no motion, and class is now 0. Here it is, as you can see, also 0. So we need this line. Okay, so we need basically the class. So what we can do here, print PD, and we are going to mention this is the whole line which we print, and we need this first value. So this one is 0, this one is 0, and this one is first. So we need only class 0 and 1. So we are going to mention PD 1. So now it will only give us the class ID 0 and 1. Simple. So now what we are going to do, we can say here, let's say A is equal to PD, and we need a first value. So PD, and in box we are going to mention first. So if we print now A, then we will get a class ID. Okay, so if I save the code, if I run the code, so as you can see friends, here now we have first 1 for motion, and if there is no motion, as you can see, now it's 0. So we have now our class ID. So we are going to use this class ID 01 for creating our if condition. Now simply what we are going to do, we are going to simply import our GPIO pin. So let me just write the GPIO pins code. Okay, So I'm going to write the code. So meanwhile I will pause video. Okay, so friends, I have write the code for GPIO pin. As you can see, import rpi.gpio as GPIO, then GPIO.set warnings false, then LED pin we need to mention a GPIO pin where we connect our one channel relay with the Raspberry Pi 4. So GPIO pin number 23, as I mentioned, LED pin is just a variable and it will represent our GPIO pin 23. Then GPIO.set mode, GPIO.BCM our board, then GPIO.setup LED pin, our GPIO pin number variable LED pin, and then GPIO.out. So this is how we need to mention our GPIO pin. Okay, now where we have our A, so A we are going to, A is basically our class, so we are going to create now if condition. So if A is equal to 0 means there is no motion. If A is equal to 0, we are going to say GPIO.output. so GPIO.output, okay, GPIO.output, and inside that we are going to mention our LED pin. Okay, LED pin is basically our GPIO pin number 23 LED pin. And if there is no motion, we are going to say the LED tube light is basically off, so we need to mention here GPIO.high. okay, so GPIO.high, because we are going to use a relay. So if we want to create off action, so we need to mention GPIO.high, then relay will be off. In relay we are going to mention reverse action. Okay, so then, so this is for off. So if A is equal to 1, if A is equal to 1, then simply same thing we are going to copy from here and just paste, and then we are going to say now there is motion. Okay, so we are going to simply say low, means relay will be on. Okay, so A is equal to 0, there is no motion, relay will be off, and of course our LED tube light off. And A is equal to 1 means there is motion, or we can say there is a person, then GPIO.low, our relay will be on, and of course our LED tube light will on. Okay, so this is how we can use Google Teachable Machine, our own custom model for controlling our relay. Simple. So now I am going to start my mobile camera and I am going to show you a live action. Okay, I have started the frame and right now there is no person, so no motion, and our LED tube light is off. Okay, so now I am going in the frame, person detected, motion, as you can see on screen, motion, and our LED tube light is on. As you can see, tube light is on. Okay, I am still in frame and now I am out from the frame, no motion, and tube light is off. Okay, so this is how, friends, you can use Google Teachable Machine for creating your own custom model. Okay, I hope you would learn something from this video. We will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.